guys, welcome back to the Lotus SMP. It is my finale episode, and there's still stuff to do. If I left it in the intro, I'm still working on the Nether Hub, the tunnel that I use. And there's still a bunch of stuff happening. The fishing event has ended as of recording, and there's a bunch of new mini games and stuff. And I really want to play all the the stuff in the casino, and I didn't want to spend all my diamonds yet. I did spend a little bit on what did we do? We did stat poker, and I came out with more diamonds than I went in with by like 3 maybe. But in fact no, I came up with 3 more stacks, I think, of diamond, 3 more blocks rather of diamonds. But I've been sitting on all this season and all this. And then I wanted to do one last check of my shop profits. So in fact, yeah, let's just have a quick look. So the last week, made a little bit. I think people were generous with me, who were visiting the server, who wanted to do builds and stuff. I imagine this is for redstone, for all the games and things. What else do we have? This. Someone needed tons of nether bricks, apparently. Thank you, whoever bought those. And then the other one, look at this. We have ended, unfortunately. In fact, it looks like it's okay here, but we've ended. I think if I bring this one up, we've ended with an odd number of diamonds. Oops. Odd number of diamonds on the candle sales. There. We can't split them evenly with Cobb. Unfortunately, not that he's still on the server to spend them, but where is it? Diamond. These ones are for Cobb. Cobb, I'm having the extra diamond because I can gamble them. If you see this, that's what I've done with it. Okay, I'm going to sleep, and then we're going to go drop these off at Cobb's. In fact, you know what? I'm going to hold on to those for now because I'm going to do a world tour in this episode. So we'll drop them off later. Just got to remember to pick those up. If I forget, it'll be in my bonus episode. Let's find a nice clear spot. We'll do it in front of the casino, actually. First off, though, the fishing things ended. Look at all the stuff that people have built. Oh my. Okay. I haven't seen this yet. Fizzy, who is online right now. I wonder if he's still here somewhere. I assume this is his ship. He was building these fish during the close of the fishing event. And I assume he's done this one as well. Was this a shark? I can't do organics. This stuff always blows my mind. It was really cool having extra guests on the server. They do have the opportunity to stay playing for the rest of the season if they want to. Yeah, because now we have the casino. I have recorded a little clip of this. It will all go in my bonus episode, but basically here I have the opportunity to convert diamonds into prize tickets, which will help me in my quest to get all the plushies. But let's quickly mine all these diamonds and see how much extra we get. I don't have my fortune pick. Come on, Drhakonis. Get with it. Over 4 stacks. That's not bad, is it? Let's quickly... I just want to see them. See them all converted into blocks. And 8 left over. Okay. Time to go gamble like a degenerate. Let me just do a quick 100 diamonds. See how many tickets I get. So, this game here, it's double or nothing. Diamonds rewarding tickets. So, hopefully this is stocked up. It eats 10 diamonds, and then if you get a ding... okay, I failed that one. And that one. Oh, there we go. Okay. 4 losses. 5 losses. Oh dear. 6 losses. 7 losses. 8. Oh my god. I am absolutely floored. I think they might have changed. I need to ask if they've changed the the rates on this, because Pug was like, it was paying Pug out so many tickets yesterday. And then I've just lost 9 out of 10 attempts. My mind's blown. Oh well. I guess I'm gonna play blackjack twice. We'll bet 10. So this is a blackjack machine. This will all be in the bonus episode properly, with all the explanations and stuff. I just want to try and win. Ugh. Well, failed that one. Oh, I'm gonna risk it. This is so stupid. Yep. Well, that was a complete waste of 100 diamonds. Thanks for nothing. Oh man. That's why you shouldn't gamble, kids. There's a lot I want to do in this episode, and it's currently Monday. Video comes out on a Friday, although it might get pushed depending on some things. We'll see. The next thing I want to do is do the museum in my base. So I'm going to actually, in real life, just do some more gambling. But in the video, we'll be looking at the museum. And hopefully, by the time I get that stuff together, I will have won some more plushies, because I don't have very many yet. Okay guys, we are back in my base, and I've done pretty much everything I can now with the museum. And it's also been the rest of the week, pretty much. I just wanted to show new sheep milk variant, Margaret milk, and also the Nuka-Cola that Morg and Seaman teamed up to do. I do have that. When I run out of this, I've got leftover Nuka-Cola to use up. Anyway, I need to be careful as I go over to the museum, because Seaman and Chespi have finally done those extra little builds in the friends section of my base. And I want to check those out when we get to the tour of my base at the end. So I'll just sleep. And then let's go check out the stuff I've done in the museum and reminisce a little bit about what I've done this season. Don't fly too high. No spoilers. I think I'm going in this side first. So this side, I think, is the stuff that's more recent. Yes, here we go. Here is my plushie collection. And stuff from kind of the end of the season, the events and stuff that we've been doing. So we'll start with the plushies, starting with the Guess Who game. But we also can get these out of all the new games as well. I've spent almost all my diamonds in the Calcino. Almost. And yeah, I've got every common plushie now. And I think this is all of the rare ones. And then the only ultra rare ones I have is the trophy, which I got on my first try, and got Leone over here. I have not recorded myself getting plushies yet, I don't think. And it's finally done. I've used all my diamonds up, and these are my remaining prize tickets. Let's dump them all in here. How many am I meant to get? Should get 28 plushies out of here. Fingers crossed. And then here's all my spares. Overflowing into another chest now. Well, there we go. 28. All duplicates. Don't need any. Okay. here we go. Can't remember if I've shown it off at this state before, but these are all the common ones. These are all the rare ones. And this and these are all the super rare ones. Thank you to Pug, who donated, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I got Joel from Madi. Leone I got myself. And then Pug did donate me a neat Vries, but I've also got one now. So I'm counting that as I've earned it. I'm sad. I'm sad I didn't finish the collection, but I've run out of diamonds and time because the season's over. Anyway, back to whatever clip I've interrupted with this one. I'm down to my last 12 blocks of diamonds. It's getting dire. Just statistically, I knew it was going to be difficult to get the ultra rares, but I've got 2 from all my diamonds from the whole season. In fact, hold on. I wrote down the diamonds I started with when I started gambling. 1,565. I also had to just re-update my shop ledger because there's been sales during the week, which I've added as my final profits tally. So I also took all these ledgers and added up everything, all the sales I've made in my shop this season. And that came out as 1,534. So, all the diamonds I've spent this season, or any that I've used for crafting, have all come from mining. And my profits have remained profits. So then these bits on the sides of the rare section, these are my shop's profits. The shop profits, shulker box I was using all season. Got some banners in. Just stuff to represent my shop. Then we've got over here a little bit to commemorate the fishing event. Got Rod Stewart, my fishing rod that I used during the event. I didn't want to bother Chespy with getting my Aquaman skin put on the armor stand thing, so I just got some dyed leather armor there, just so it commemorates my hastily made Aquaman skin. Here's the trophy that we got for beating the points goal, and the special fish that we had based on Puddle Shine. The few discs I've got. Yeah, sad. And then here's the prize that I got from finding the little sniffer plushie. So up here, yes, more fishing event stuff. Some heads that I got from the fishing event. Heads from the dragon fight. I'm pretty sure I got these 4 from the dragon fight. In fact, I think I had a pineapple one. But that got put into my Halloween armor stand scene, which we'll see later. Yeah, more stuff just to commemorate the dragon fight, like the first event I was part of on the season, on the server rather. So that's a big deal for me. I wanted to collect some rare stuff at some point during the season. That's not rare, but this stuff you can't shear tall grass and ferns. So yeah, I still have 2 extra ferns. I'm fern rich. But I just wanted to represent those here. Enchanted golden apples, they're not that rare, but I only had 5 the whole season, so they seemed rare to me. Then I've got stone diamond ore. Not super rare either. Neither is this. This is obviously just not rare at all now, but a design choice, I guess, for these little exhibits. Got my ghost, my totem. I've got a little description of why. There you go, if you want to read it. Get the world download or just pause the video. Yeah. I think, potential spoilers, I'm retiring this with the end of the season. We'll see. We'll see going forward. What is this? That's not meant to be there. thought I'd got rid of that. I was going to put an extra key in here, but I liked how this looked. Over here, this is where my Cobb Dex is going to go. so I've commemorated it with a little Mini-Cobb that I added. I will add the book to this later. I know that there's another one or a few that I've still yet to find. This is to commemorate the bastions and stuff that we did with, it was Madi and Pug, and then Morg joined us afterwards to do a trial chamber under my base. When I chugged one of these potions before dropping down to the trial chamber, thereby triggering a raid in my base. And then here's the shield with the banners that's enchanted that I gave out for people that came to do the trial chambers in my base. Then on this side we've got the Christmas stuff. Didn't really know what to put here, but I figured the Christmas thing was such a big undertaking. I feel like I needed to dedicate a lot of space to it, so I guess the main thing that I was involved with was helping with Sim and Shadan's implementation of what they wanted the Christmas district to be. And yeah, I did a lot of carting around snowmen to kind of cover a biome with snow. They didn't have snow in it already. And this is to commemorate the tree. I didn't know what else to do, really. And then we've got Secret Santa. Here's the name I drew for Secret Santa. And then here's the remnants of what was built in my base for Secret Santa. I think I know who did this now. I think the name that I came up with in a previous video, it wasn't them. I have heard, maybe. Then Santa hat. We've got the hot chocolate sheep milk and the trophy that I don't deserve. Let's look over here. Oh, here's another one. The time we did Ancient Cities with Pineapple and Madi. I didn't really get much, I don't think, in the end. There was a bit where we were hanging around on mountains trying to get goats to attack us so we could get horns while we were trying to find ancient cities. And then there's like I think the only skeleton head that I've got throughout the whole season. And then these things, I don't think I got enough to actually craft them into what you craft them into. Yeah, that was fun. That was like episode 11, I think. And now we're on 37. It feels not that long ago. Got the deep slate emeralds. I'm happy with those. Had to get a second. Madi gave me one. I had to get a second one so I could make the mini blocks. This is the remnants of the minion. This way. Yes, there was a minion here, wasn't there? That's gone now. But I've commemorated it. I don't know who built this. But it's here. It's part of my base's history. What's this? Oh, this is the IOU that I gave to Pug. After telling him when we did the trial chambers, I'll give you some keys back. But then I didn't have any keys. So I gave him an IOU. And then on this side, we've got Pineapple's treasure hunt thing. All the clues. Part of what remains of the prize at the end. Because I was not the first person to get there. And then here's the IOU I got from Pineapple for helping. Was it helping try and get his stuff back when he died in the Nether? I never got the chance to cash that in before he departed the season. And then on a related note, the book that he left me with a nice message. Really appreciated that. Nice kind words. And then we come to the other big part. So yeah, biggest part is the mayoral campaign. This is all but one, I think, of the posters that was in my base. I think this is 27. It felt like double this. But then here's me decked out with some Margaret merch. And then the totem. Here's the thanks for helping box that I got for helping out with the campaign. Then I can't remember if these were the actual colours, but there were long banners like this on the town hall when we were in the middle of voting. Tried to put something up to represent that. Some seeds that I got from being in the mayor's office randomly one time. The hat completely covers my eyes. which is interesting. Then over here, stuff from working on the Nether Hub and hanging out with Pug and Madi. If you know, you know. I think there's only 2 other people that know. But yeah, stuff to call back the building of the Nether Hub and the HQ building as well. Some more banners. Here is Easter stuff, all the eggs, and the extra, like the bunny ears and stuff, how they look on my skin. Then over here, some of the island's history, where I've built my base. Remnants of whoever first set foot here. Still, I'll never know who did that. There's almost the chance that they claimed my base instead of me. Okay, now, day 1 on the server, I wanted to commemorate the little crew that we were, like, first playing straight after we all introduced ourselves and stuff. First thing we did was I went underground with Morg, and we went mining, and then we ran into Kitty. So I made a little diorama, and in fact, before even going, no, it was after the mining trip, because we left the cave, me and Kitty, looking for food, and we were going around in a boat, and that's when we ran into Morg again, and also I think there was Buzzy, Pineapple, I think Slip was there. I can't remember who else now. But they tried to rob us for food, I think. But I still had the boat. It was in my shulker box in here. Where is it? See the space underneath the boats? There's 3 boats there. One chest boat and 2 other boats. And there's a space below the chest boat. That was the birch boat that we had that first day, I think. So that's right there. And then I quite like this as well. It's simple. It's not that flashy, but I've commemorated my little campsite and happy campers on the top there. Because that was all episode 1 stuff. And yeah, my first season on the server, I wanted to commemorate the stuff that we did first day. And then these little bits, these are the mini blocks. And I just shrank down the armor stands. Also this, I didn't want to use my 1 skeleton head, my 1 skull. There was a bit in that first episode where Kitty had like rounded up, I think like 6 skeletons or something. And I tried to come to her rescue and nearly died. But yeah, I made it a zombie for the diorama because I ran out. And then these are the bottom, these are like the stalks on drip leaves, just barely put into the block here. So there's a couple of things that I haven't put in here because they're already on display in my house. So I guess we could go over there actually. Just might as well do the whole thing, right? There's some of the other sheep milk variants, more sheep milk, and so on. My friend's cat. What else? What else am I displaying? This kind of another remnant of doing the trial chambers. Here's Halloween stuff. I was thinking about putting this in the main museum, but I don't want to have to remake this. This is tricky. More stuff from Christmas. Oh, I guess I could have remade this over there, but nah, I like this being in my house as well. This is from hanging out at Morg's, and he was making banners for his Red Rocket signage. That's a misprint. I've kept that backup bow. And there's Picador, the fish, the second one, because I accidentally killed the first one. Then, and then actually there's another bit in my storage room. Anything on here? No. But there's a bit more stuff from the dragon fight. pretty much just replicated this in the museum. Okay, that is all the museum-y type stuff. All the stuff I did on my first season on Lotus. Now, let's go once I've had a nap. We'll do the server tour. Now, I'm in an odd position. Even though I'm like in the south, I'm kind of central to everywhere. I'm like in the middle. So we've got to go south, east, north, west, only like this far, and then all this stuff going up here. Time to finally grab Leonard and take him on a trip. Oh, then, just in case. Let's grab some armor. Nice gold. Unfortunately, my dream of having the whole server accessible by a horse is not a reality. It would have required paths probably going all the way over here, here, and so on. So we're going to do the first bit on horseback like I wanted. And then... there we go, Leonard. And then we'll come back and switch to rockets and elytra. It's about time that I took Leonard on a proper journey. I've been around the base a couple of times maybe. But yeah, let's head over the path that we made and head towards spawn. And check out the stuff that's over this direction. Oh dear, there's a new one. Oh. He's not been tamed by BananaBoy already and lost his crossbow. He's just a normal pillager. Okay, so this is to spawn. I think there's been a couple more additions here now, since we've had visitors on for the fishing event and so on. They were invited to build here or around the fishing event if they wanted. Does it say on here somewhere? I don't know who built this. Look at that. That's awesome. I like the little the lantern on the end of the tail. It's from Ratatouille, I'm guessing. I'm guessing this is the little chef hat. This was here already. We looked at this, I think, maybe last episode. Then Ecom built this. Look at this thing. This is huge. I might have to just quickly fly it. Where's Leonard? Okay, stay, Leonard. Be safe. Should be safe. But look at this. Dude was on here for a week to do the fishing event. Built an almost mega base sized building. I respect it. Oh, that's subtle. If I wasn't zooming around with free cam, I wouldn't have noticed the light sensors there. But from down here, it just looks like texturing. That's cool. Yeah, here's spawn. Here's where it all started. And then, if we go, think up this way, we might find... I feel like it's been closed over now. Maybe it was around here. The hole that we first dug down. I kind of want to find it because... Is it here? Yes, here we go. Because we quickly... Oh, I'm at the other end of it, I think. Yeah, here we go. This guy is holding a bone. This guy, I think, has been here since the start of the season. There it is. Holding a bone. Yeah, just... this is where we started the season, and then the guy's still here that was probably been here since then. Okay. Where is my horse? Okay, back in my tunnel. Which is... this way. This way to Happy Campers. And we go via BananaBoy's base. Which is over here. With the stack of pink animals. This is cool. All the towers and stuff look really epic for like just on the edge of render distance from the edge of my base. Makes a really cool backdrop. Oh, and then we've got, I think this is Zay's base over here. I really like whatever this structure is meant to be. I forget. I know I spoke to him about it around the time he made it. I really like it. I like all this like drippy stuff as well with the glass. That's really cool. And there's a bit more over here. A fishing hut or something. Then as we progress along the path, we finally get to Happy Campers and a little bit of the pineapple treasure hunt thing. Oh, Slip's boat. Forgot about that. Oh, I always meant to come back here and put a bridge on this. Now I want to ride my horse over here and I can't. Can I go around the long way? Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Then follow the path. Oh yeah, and then we have the... Here's another thing that kind of got left behind. Is... my phone is... I forgot about that. This was the trail ruin that I uncovered with my foot, and we were gonna do some sort of museum thing here, but then yeah, I guess plans changed and life got in the way. Let's head to the camp and I can sleep in my own tent before it gets too dark. Stay. Dwayne and Dibley, I forgot about you guys. Ah, here's my tent. Here's a super basic custom tree that I made. Put some bushes around as well. It's kind of torch spam. It's kind of I needed to do something because I was next to Morg. Look at all this, and then he did all this crazy terraforming stuff and all this on the beach. Just needed something. Then we've got down here, got skeleton spawn. I don't know if I ever showed this on... Did I ever show this on a video? I definitely spent a ridiculous amount of time down here early game. How do I get out? Help. I'm lost. Leonard, save me. Where the hell am I? Oh, is this Cobb's original staircase down? From before we had the means to make the skeleton farm. This might be it. I might come up by Cobb's place now. Skeleton farm. Yeah, Cobb made this before we had the means to do the bubble elevator. Oh man. Okay, let's go here because we're right next to it. This is the wool farm I helped Sim make. And then see how it's doing now. I know we cleaned out a lot of this stuff throughout the season to try and build other stuff because this is like the communal wool. Also, I think Squid moved in here for a little bit. Does it still say it outside? That's Cap. Squid's on you. Okay. Squid's tent. Please leave mail. Oh, that's sad. I don't think I've read that before. I would have left mail. Seaman. This was going to be Seaman and Yogi's place, but Yogi also left the season early. Help. Oh dear. Communal stuff. Mailboxes. This was for people to make their own mailbox. Free iron. I don't need. That's interesting. I wonder how up to date that is. Because I know people have been back here from time to time to grab some more iron. Chanting setup. Got the actual campfire. Right, then we've got Luma's little camper van. This popped up day one and was intimidating. I don't think I've ever been in here, have I? Cats everywhere. Oh, this is cute. Then we've got Jax over here. Also with a camper van. This one looks a bit more maybe Breaking Bad than Luma's does. Wait, I'm scared to go in now. Okay. Can't forget Sim's giant tent. The big circus tent thing. I've discovered that this was not him putting this up here. someone else did it. It kind of does fit with how just like dominant his tent is based compared to the rest of the campsite. Dumbo. There's all his stuff underground. He's got farms and things. The iron farm, which supplies all the iron over there. Then we've got Spidey's camper van. Is this Spidey's? Ah, man. Oh, Slip's in here. Just chilling. Carrying a dog. Okay. Then Bison's. This was the first prank I was part of on the server. He didn't build a tent when we were meant to make tents and camper vans. So we gave his little shack, gave it wheels and a tent. And it's supremely ugly. I think that was episode 1 as well. Let's do over here first. Slip. We've seen the boat from a ways away. Got the boat. Got a little bit of terraforming. Not sure what this is. Was that a thing before and now it's been... Oh. That's what this is. Okay. Yeah, we've got all this stuff. A little dock. Got this thing which actually has an interior under here. Pretty cool. And then Slip's tent. And oh yeah, and his little pond. Pretty cute. Go through here. Then we'll go that way. Got Cobb's tent. Nice and spacious. Oh, I like this. Little tucked away bed thing here. WhaleyJebs over here. I really like this tree. I really like the tent. I do remember this, that she wasn't particularly pleased with this. But I think it looks really cool. Cat. Hop back over. Pretty sure this is Drift's camper van. Another camper van. Drift's mailbox. Boom. Nailed it. Then we have... Oh, this is Kitty's tent. Pretty sure this got blown up by a creeper at some point in the middle of one of her videos. Any stuff I can steal? Don't need it. It's end of the season. What am I doing? But I like this one. This is really cute. All the petals in there. I like this combo. The pink petals with the... What's this? Azalea. Flowering azalea stuff. Yeah, this is cute. See, this is what I'm talking about. My tent. So just like rigid and plain. And then you've got like Morg and Casey's tents which have like shape and texturing. Oh well, okay. And then we have over here. Oh, hold on. Isn't there a bit that Madi did? This is the bit Madi did, I think. Over here. Which is cute. Which overlooks her house, which we'll go have a look at in a sec. Then, what was the other one? Shadan's here. Shadan's horse. Then we've got to just look at Morg's terraforming here on this beach. This sort of like rocky cove kind of thing. Really cool. I like the using the armadillo scoots. And where is it? Where is it? Pink buttons as little seashells. Thought that was inspired. Okay, gonna sleep in my tent again. Then we'll see what Madi did for her starter house. I'll be back, Leonard. I have to fly to this one. My starter house is a tent made of like 10 spruce logs and maybe like 30 red wool. Madi built this thing. Crazy. Oh, hello, friends. And then that... This house being here was what kind of pushed me to be like, okay, people are already going crazy with the builds. Let's find a base plot and actually start on it. Episode 2. Where's my lead? There it is. Okay. Heading back to my base, we'll drop off Leonard, and then we'll start doing the bit where we've got to fly around. Okay, now we are going to the south. So, first up, we have Shadan's base. So Shadan, well, in fact, all the Australians, Sim and Jess as well, they were my morning crew early on in the season when everyone still had time to play. And they were the people that I hung out with at the start and made me feel welcome on the server. And I really like what Shadan did here. These are essentially the same building, I think. Maybe slightly tweaked because of what's like the different stuff inside them. But I think they're all the same. They're all just done in different block palettes, which is really cool. I really like this little street. I really like the trees that Shadan did as well. And all the farms, the villager breeder. Shadan, who I came to get villagers to start off all my villager stuff. Here's Shadan's main house where I would come by sometimes and leave him a bunch of diamonds because I would help myself to his totem backstock. Over in his farm, which is that way, I think. Yeah, to the east. Out over the ocean somewhere. Raid farm. So now we come to Jess's, one of Jess's builds. I think there's meant to be like a network of these little towers. It's kind of like Firewatch towers. And there's one here. I really like this little like extended island bit. I think that's really cute. There's still Margaret posters here. I was really intrigued with we'll see more as we're heading back there now. Here's another one of the towers. Also, I'm not sure what was going on here, but there's all this other stuff. Ooh, hello frame rate. Oh dear, what's going on here? There's all this stuff. There's all like cordoned off. And there's all these like walkways and stuff. I don't know what the plan was here. But then another Firewatch tower sort of thing. And then she did this stuff up here, which was going to be a nature reserve, I believe. I wonder if that's what the whole thing was. Like the Firewatch towers. I wonder if it wasn't just going to be this bit up here. I wonder if it was going to be not just up here, which is what or like this island. But we've got the towers like all the way down here, so I wonder if it's going to be like this as a nature reserve. I would have liked to have seen how that all worked out in the end. And then, where are we going? This way. IncaRaids. A late addition to the season. Oh, look at this. Bridge. Oh, that's another thing I was meant to do. Is connect the bridge up to the rest of my path over here. This is the path that's meant to join me to the west. And we got this far. And then we're going to do a bridge with Slip. And then we just kind of... Life got busy for each of us in different ways. And then Inca joined and he was like, I'm going to do the bridge. So we got this giant thing. But then that brings us back to my base. I'm going to grab... I'm going to grab... Oh, don't look that way. I didn't look. I don't even know if it was visible. I'm just going to quickly grab some more rockets. And then we're going to go east. First off, going east, it would be Kitty's base. But if I hadn't been looking around on the map trying to figure out which path am I going to take, I would not have noticed this. And this is another visitors build from during the last week with the previous week with the fishing event and so on. I'm going to hazard a guess, an educated guess, that this is Liv's, because she won 3rd place and it's got the Liv trophy in here, the Liv plush, which is a super rare, so I'm not going to get it unless I steal it. I can steal this one. She won't know. Here's a cute little build, which I didn't know existed until today. So there's that. Then if we keep going, am I going the right way? Yes, that's west, sun's setting east. If we keep going this way, we get to Kitty's base, and I might need to repair something. I can't remember if I actually did this yet or not, because at some point, ages ago, I hid a little me statue with the armor stands, and I think it was like the mini version, like the baby zombie style, which broke somehow. So now the things will probably, oh, there you go. So if I go turn, oh, that's the, wait, switch to that one. Modify, small, no. I'll just make myself smaller. There we go. Let's make it a bit more creepy. And look up. There we go. But here's Kitty's base. Again, life got in the way. So, didn't get to see how this was all going to come together. But the stuff she did do, I think was really great. The terraforming, I really like. The idea, I think it was like fairy themed stuff. The like log house thing, the log on its side. This looks really cool. I love this shape of this little branch thing that's like broken on the side. Nice little place to hide the, just noticed that. It's hidden, what's it called? Spore blossom in there. And then there's this one up here as well. Which, this is the enchanting setup, I think. Yeah. Wait a minute. Is this? I need to fly up here now. Wait. Does this happen to be a pink sheep? Or is this a Margaret? A surrogate Margaret somehow? Not named. Okay. Might just be a pink sheep. I should rewatch Kitty's video. Like, I don't remember the pink sheep. It's been a long while. Now then, we are going maybe a bit more north, but still east. On the way, we will see, I believe this was Shadan. He made the bad omen potion, whatever they're called. Made a farm for those. And then we get over here to Rizzy's base. Unfortunately, Rizzy's always, she streams all her stuff. And, oh, this is cute. I haven't seen this. Unfortunately, I'm just usually not able to play the time that she's online. I have been here a few times. I think around the time we were starting to do the Nether Hub stuff, because I would come over here with Madi and Pug. We came to hang out a bit. Good times. I like this, just everything's kind of built into the forest. But if we keep going east from there, we get to, hopefully, another cherry biome. And then we find a place which hopefully you'll recognize because it's been in my videos a bunch. Particularly the one... make it! Yeah. I did the interior for one of the buildings. This one. But let's just... We know already from being here a bunch of times where the best view is. Boom. Give you some free cam. And some shaders. Come on, game. I mean, would anyone argue with me if I said this was the most beautiful place on the server? It's all so pretty. And stuff where if you... Honestly, if she didn't point out that this was like a quarter of a circle building, I might not have noticed. But it's just like stuff like that. All these details and things. They're just... And all the shapes and the gradients. And then it's subtle as well. That these are all now custom cherry trees. But it does so much like subtle work to bring everything together. I urge you, if you get the world download, to come here and just walk around the whole thing. and look at all the little details up close, because yeah, even like stuff like this just looks so good. Let's go see Scurvy's place. I almost forgot that he'd done this, because at some point his base was going to be this little island here. Is that a storage room in here as well? Oh wow. I hear a spider. This is cool. I know it's been a bit weird for some of the later additions to the season, like Scurvy and Inca, to actually just get into being on the like part of the season. So that's part of why I guess the projects haven't like fully come to fruition. But look at this place. This is just so cool. Really looking forward to seeing what the newer guys do next season. If I'm going the right way still. Yes. Here we go. We come to our snowy but not actually snowy biome, where I did, I think, the majority of covering this place in snow. Quite an undertaking, but worth it. So we're at our Christmas district. Here's the tree that I helped with. I helped Sim and Shadan build. Another thing that was quite an undertaking, but really cool. All the presents. I really like the bike. That's cute. And then yeah, all the stuff. Oh, and then I did a little armor stand thing. And then we've got presents that have fallen out of the Santa's sleigh over here. I'm not sure why that's grass. That bugs me, actually. Then I did some little armor stand reindeer. I did a Rudolph. And then, I don't know. Who's this? Comet? I don't know. Then a Santa. I like the sleigh. You can sit in it. It is the season, but not really. Let me sleep. Got Secret Santa over here. I'm gonna hit this while I just have a look around. Here's the thing Dan did, I think. Free cookies, free organic milk. Please recycle. Nice. Dan built a snowman here. I added the buttons, I think, and the carrot, and the hat, and so on. Then there's a bunch of stuff in the middle that Slip did. All these little details and things. Got a little pond, these little shacks. It's very cute. And then we have Slip's big, crazy church thing with like the most crazy block palette. Oh, I forgot that they added the amethyst blocks under the carpet, so it sounds like magical when you walk through. That was really smart. We've got the church inside. Pug's little race course over here. This was... Nailed it. This was a villager who was up in the sleigh and must have got struck by lightning. And I think, I can't remember who I was here with, but I think we were trying to deal with the witch, and the witch fell out. And then we were trying to get the witch to follow us back up. Oh dear. What is that? Slowness, really? Really? I want to know, are these all named? Oh my god, they're all named. Prancer, Dasher, Rudolph. Yeah, and we got to a point where we were either going to kill the witch or get killed ourselves. So this has remained like this, unfortunately. I can't remember who else was here. I think it was Muffert might have been here. I don't remember. Oh, fly. And then Morg and Chespy did this. Morg's Secret Santa got relocated here. which actually makes it so that you can't fly out the top of this when you finish the parkour now, because you just hit the morg statue thing. But then we have this, all the different members of the server. This is so cool. Yogi. I think I've walked past this a few times without realizing he was in there. Got a little pug. Little doghouse. Spidey, no. This is so cool. Poor Rad. Scary Madi. This was so cool. I really enjoyed seeing this for the first time. There's Jack's there as well. And the most frustrating, annoying parkour ever, which I ended up skipping. But yeah, that's the Christmas district. Ow. Now we're going to Pug's base, which has changed significantly, I think, since I was last there on video. I just want the shot of it appearing through all the mist. Ah, oh, there we go. It has become this giant black monolith. I feel like maybe I never actually showed this off properly. Basically, Pug's base is an ocean monument. Then he turned it into a guardian farm. It's also all these ruins. Oh, he needs to come and open these chests that were blocked. Oh, here's one of my bits of Secret Santa for Pug. I made him a pug. Yeah, there's chests in here that have never been opened, and so on. But yeah, Guardian Farm. Guardians shoot up here, fall into the middle. But then also, it's an iron farm. And iron golems will fall in the middle and attack the Guardians. Because it's not far enough for them to die from fall damage. But then also, you've got these bits on the outside, which spawn creepers. And then creepers fall in. But these ones actually do take enough fall damage. So they just die outright, and there's no risk of them accidentally blowing up the farm. Alright, there we go. Iron Golem. In he goes. And then they fight it out down here. And there's a creeper. So cool. And then he's also got the infestation potion XP farm thing. And, oh, I should sleep. I might have to do that away from this place because it's all creepers and guardians though. When we come down here, yeah, we've got the ruins, we've got the Secret Santa thing. We've got Pug's, like, I don't know what to call this, like a interstellar style crazy tesseract thing. It gets crazier. He excavated all the way down to bedrock. Did the glass fog trick, which looks awesome. Especially with just how the color changes being in shadow here. But not like fully dark because we're so far away from this. I guess the light somehow creeps around it. It's so cool. And then I'm not going to fly very far down here, but Pug is also the tunnel bore master. And look at all this. It's just crazy. I know some of this Madi might have done because she needed all the diamonds to make her vote for Margaret map. In fact, is that still on my map? That's got to be on my map somewhere, right? But then this just keeps going and going and going. It's wild. Kind of want to see. I think it's this way. Yeah, there it is. There's the vote for Margaret map. Isn't that crazy? I'm not going to fly out to there. Just because I do actually have to fly out to there. Now that we're done on the east side of the server, we'll use the Nether Hub and head back to the center. In fact, we're heading back to Madi's base because there's something I need to do over there that I forgot about. Okay, I think there are 3 new Mini-Cobbs that I don't have in my Cobb decks. Now, I'm pretty sure they won't be in this building because this is the one I'd made the interior for. And I've looked around this place a bunch of times. I don't remember ever seeing a Cobb here. Pretty sure it won't be in the giant building because that was made after Cobb departed the season. So, I feel like we should start in Madi's main building. Also, I need... Oh, there's one already. There are 2 more. Okay. Thank you, Cobb. Where is it? Cobb decks. It's been a while since I've done one of these. There we go. Looking at a sword with his hands, not his eyes, in Madi's house. Trying to make off with this diamond sword here. Are the other 2 in here, though? So it's got 2 hoes. There we go. Epic. Oh, door open. Okay. Upstairs. Gotta be. Where are you, Cobb? I know you're here somewhere, Cobb. Whereabouts? Oh no. Maybe it's not in this building. Oh man. I'm off my game. I know there's a BananaBoy there, which is obscured by the leafy blocks that I'm using. Leafy, bushy leaves. That's what I meant to say. Is he outside? I know there's like benches around here somewhere. Is he on a bench? Or around here? What's this? It has to be behind this pillar. What is this? This is not for me. Oh, is this the... Okay. This is the Margaret campaign meeting room, I think. Or is he in with the horses? Yes! There he is. It's in with Gimli. Feeding Gimli a carrot in Madi's stables. Done. I think... Oh, I think I need to sleep. I think that is the Cobb decks completed. If there's more, I didn't know. I'm sorry, Cobb. I tried. But as far as I'm aware, these were the last ones he added. And I have now found them. I think I've even found some that weren't him, that other people have done. But, yeah. All done with the Cobb decks. We're gonna go back towards the shopping district, which is this way. But then we're not going there just yet. We're actually going a bit further northeast. So we're still in the east. And not sure how to get to Luma's base now through the Nether. So we will fly there manually. I like this thing. Don't know what this is. Seen this before. It looks cool on the map. But zoom in. Pretty cool shape. Then we have... What is this? I never saw this. Farmer. Cow. Llama duck. This is stuff that I didn't know was in Luma's base. And then we have the main original version of her house, which she then built in other people's bases using their block pallets, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, Luma's house that she replicated in everyone else's bases. We'll see the one in my base up close when we get back to it. But there's still a few more, actually. There's even one that I didn't know she had done that we will see as we go around. What is this? Oh no, what is this? The Luma Memorial. All Luma's stuff. Luma is also someone who... Not today, thank you. Who left the server west. We're going west, back to the shopping district. In fact, we'll start with the gaming district because that's the furthest north. So, as we approach, we have Slip's leather farm. I don't know what was going on with the sheep. Maybe that was all cows at one point. I can't remember now. We have Madi's little scavenger hunt thing. Wool hunt, I think she called it. Which I still need to do. Then we have... God, that's quite graphic, actually. From this perspective, looking straight into the open maw of the sniffer. It looks like you're seeing its innards. Big sniffer bridge. Then we have Pineapple's treasure hunt, which got relocated over here. Then we have Picador, which hopefully, let's see if I can do this. Might have to cheat with the elytra. Boom. Here we go. Goats on the top for some reason. Picador. Spent a lot of time here as well. Not enough time, I think. Got a little waiting area out here. Then we have the game show thing. Spoilers, that's where the next prize is. So essentially the Monty Hall problem, which I think was smart. It's a smart, simple game that you can make on a Minecraft server. Then we have more games. We have this, which I haven't done. I think that's like a King of the Hill thing. I have done the parkour, getting to the top, just by myself, but I haven't actually played it. Then we have Guess Who. Played that a bunch. This was fun. Over here we've got... what was this called again? Tether cart. Was I here earlier? I forget. It's a few days since I recorded the last clip, but yeah. Minecart pops out. Person on that side, person on this side. You've each got a fishing rod. And then you're trying to pull the minecart into your goal. Blue side, red side. It looks pretty fun. I did record some little bits of other people playing it, but I have yet to play it. Because when I've been online with other people, usually I've been finishing off my base or doing other stuff. Calcino. This will be in more detail in the bonus episode, but I have... I was good at this at uni as well. I have been troubleshooting this inadvertently. This, I broke this today. It's art tickets. This I broke yesterday. And then this I've emptied the brown bundles again, which I did to that side. Then this, this had tickets left inside, which I put in a chest in case someone forgot them. This I broke yesterday. I've just, I feel guilty for trying to use up all my diamonds and inadvertently making more work for Chespi because he had to keep coming to fix it. Then we have the fishing event. This place has got crazy since the event ended. I guess this is a game. This was for the Easter event. Here's the path that we did to get goat horn. Scary big chicken. Then we have Fred, frog-like shop, Madi's shop. One of Madi's shops. Madi has a little monopoly going on in the shopping district. Pumpkins. I kept adding more chests full of pumpkins. Ooh, they've actually been using them. Ah, Shears. Guys. It's always needs shears. I'll just pop the one out of the item frame instead of just taking some out of the... I wonder if they're not realizing that that's a barrel. Is that the problem? I don't know. I don't know who did this, but that's staying there now. Then we have the rest. How are we going to do this? I think we'll go back. Actually, we'll backtrack a little bit because we've got some big buildings over here that I've skipped over before we get into like the shops part. I guess we've got Steve, Jack Black Steve. We've got Inca's little gas station. I can't remember what this was going to be, but then this is a little repair station for your items. Save you going to the end, but it takes a long time to fill this up because he fills it up with XP bottles. Then we have the that's still broken from the court case. That was an experience. This is the court. No, this isn't the courtroom. This is... I don't know what that is. This is the courtroom. Pretty fancy. Got the scales of justice on the wall here. Don't know what that's about. That's the mayor upstairs. Yeah, this is fancy. Then we've got where we did all the voting. We've got the job board back here, where we get the goat horns. That's just storage, material storage in the corner. This is the redstone for the indicators for the voting. Like how many votes people had done. Then upstairs, I think Seaman did this, if I remember correctly. We've got Margaret's office. Where's Margaret? Huh. She's not in the courtroom anymore, I don't think. Oh, this is a mess. But the mayor is back. The court case wraps up where the mayor had disappeared to. All that time that he was missing. Which you can also just, if you wanted to, find out what actually happened to him. Go watch Morg's videos. Spoilers for the court case. Where is Margaret now? Has Margaret been kidnapped now? Is that what's happened? I know she was in here, in the corner, during the court case. That's slightly worrying. I hope Margaret is okay. Right. This is the town hall building. And then we've got over here the head museum. I've been through here a few times on video, but this was a big collaborative project across the server. Started by Squid, and oh, got a visitor. Don't know if you have the ability to press buttons. I'll press them for you. Oh, what a tiny noise. And then a new addition. This is one of the things on the job board. I think it was in my last video. Madi was starting to do the maps. And then she's mapped out the whole... wow. Seaman's factory looks pretty crazy on the map. Yeah, she mapped out the whole gaming and shopping district. Pretty cool. She said in her last video she was going to fix this. Dear oh dear. What else do we see here? Oh, that's Mefurt's base. We'll get there soon. Oh, that's the terraforming police. What were they called? Oat Squad. And that's Luma's base. Oh, it's raining. It's raining. I could go see... I'm just not going to do it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to fly out to the Margaret poster. Okay, now we get actually into a few more of the shops. we've got the milk zone relocated. It was like a bunch of tents and stuff over that way near my base. Near my shop. But now it has an actual store. I think this is really great build. Got all this like graffiti on the side. My favorite thing is the awning with the banners put on a slant like this. I think that's so good. Got the big truck full of stock. Got all this stuff out the back. Got the little dumpster, or big dumpster, and all the detail. And then I didn't quite get what this was at first, but if you pull back a bit, it's a carton of sheep milk. That's like a hologram thing. Really fancy. And there's just this like cute little store in here as well. With I don't know who this is. I'm not clued in. This is so cool. All the different variants as well. Can we buy the hot chocolate one now? I think that was just like only available in the Christmas district. Oh no, sorry. Then we've got Chespi's wood shop. This is cool. I like this gradient. I like the tree out the top. I like how cheap the spruce logs were at some point. I think it was like 1 diamond for 2 stacks, which was crazy. I think some of these are my diamonds as well. Unfortunately, no mangrove on sale. The story is they were on sale once, and then Seaman bought the whole stock, which upset me deeply because I was so sick at that point of manually farming mangrove logs. The amount of them that I've had to use in my base. I love the drum kit. This is so good. Shame that there's no sticks. That's nice. Where are the guitar and the bass? Do I have the actual ones? The ones that I have from in my museum now? Are they the actual ones from out of here? That's crazy. Chespy, take them back. What are we doing? I like the billboard. Let's just look at this before we go in Squid's shop. Sniff wins. Oh, I don't like it now. I was a Margaret voter. Squid's shop. The Skulk shop. Saying all manner of deep dark stuff. Including glow lichen. Which I would have bought more of if I didn't have my own. Oh, you've got... Squid, you've got sales. You can gamble with these. Sorry, scamble. It's the term that we started using. Scambling. Let's see. Let's keep going this direction. Let's look at the Nether HQ real quick. So this was one of Madi's builds that she'd done like for a YouTube short or something a long time ago. And we repurposed it to be the HQ building. So if anyone wanted to donate stuff, they could bring it here. Also got the little break area outside with the barbecue going. Proud of that. Then we've got a meeting room. Expensive tissue box. Ridiculous. Yogi and Jax did a bunch of stuff designing the Nether the Nether Hub, I believe. So I represented them here because they both left the server, but their work is still being used, so I put them in the Nether HQ, just to kind of keep them tied to the Nether Hub somehow. All the storage boxes and stuff for all the different blocks we needed. This is the donation center. Then there is a secret under the stairs. And then there's a bathroom. And so on. I like the mirrors. That's cute. I made this. This is a little hand dryer. Madi made this. This is for feminine products. There's even one thrown away in the bin. Right. That's this. There's even if anyone on the world download needs tons of quartz for some reason, if you come down under here, we have a basalt generator that Madi made. Oh, this we need to fix. I'm going to put this back in now, actually. I think this needs to go in there. This plays music when you walk it in. But yeah, there's tons of quartz here still. That we haven't needed for the Nether Hub. So that's the Nether HQ. Oh, there it goes. Right, what else do we have? Let's keep going this way. Let me just... There we go. Just so it's not awkward. It doesn't sound weird when I edit. So now we have the rocket shop. Mirrors Morg's base, which we will get to. Morg's base is Fallout themed. And his building is a bit more beat up. This one's all pristine because it's in the shopping district. Ah, I've turned off the note blocks now. Just imagine the fish slapping noise. But there's the rocket shop. Oh, and then here's where you buy the Nuka-Cola. It's a Fallout thing. Like all the details here. My favorite part of this build, though, is the actual rocket. Pull back a little bit. Oh, but keep the stuff in render distance. The shape of that's so good. Good job, Morg. Okay, what else? Oh, and then we have the super smelter I built. This was designed by Potato Noir. I believe his name is on it somewhere. But yeah, the build itself. I wanted to go like Victorian era, industrial revolution era factory sort of thing. So all the little smokestacks and stuff, and the giant one. Which, quite like the gradient on that. Tried to copy a B-dubs thing, I think. But not very successfully. Where are we next? Let's go here. Good job I've got note block sounds turned off, because this is always way too loud. The shrieker or whatever that goes off in here. It's, oh my... Shadan. I remember Shadan saying he didn't have many diamonds, but secretly he's like probably the second or third richest person on the server. There's so many diamonds he never collected. Here's a little shipping container. This is something to do with Chespi's little lore bits in his little skits in his videos recently. Let's skip back up this way. Rad had, I think, the slime. Is this Rad's as well, the slime? Oh no! There used to be a cob in the slime. Well, I guess he didn't make the journey. Oh, that's a shame when this got moved. Poor cob. With a rose. Wait. If there's been... hello. Oh, wait. Madi told me this was here. Okay, here we go. Boom. Drowning, sorry. I love this place. I think this place looks awesome. I love these little bits where it's all like... It kind of to me looks like there's like a vat of the colour. And then it's like dispensed into these different products somehow. So cool. Let's head over here. Speaking of Shadan and not collecting profits, here's the bookshop that he and Madi partnered up for. All the anvils are gone now. Thanks to preparing all the games and stuff, I think. Having to rename objects. But this is... I love this. This is like big epic library sort of feel. And then there's also this, which is terrifying. What a crazy view. But yeah, look at all the stuff. Just to hammer it home. Shadan. Come on now, dude. Think of all the plushies you could have got with all these diamonds. been over... Oh, I didn't go in the Sniffington... This used to be the Sniffington mayoral campaign building. Because it still is, kind of. Wait a minute. Oh. I have a different statue of a different skin on the squid that I put in my base. I'll show you later. It's named differently for a different skin. Anyway, there was that. We've got Rad's shop. Another Rad shop. For shulker boxes. Here's the library that Luma made. I made the realization... Oh, and I copied this a little bit for my library in my village. Try and tie the places together a bit. I'll remember this, hopefully, for the rest of the time I play Minecraft. Is that Luma was the first person I saw who labelled sections of bookshelves. Like an actual library. How have I never seen that / done that before? I'd hoped that this was one of those things that would get finished, but never did, unfortunately. It's going to be a little coffee place. Here's one of the Cobbs. There's a Chespy. Just hanging out, having a little business meeting or something. I don't know. Then we got Pug's place, Prismarine, and Trident in here. The other part where I did his Secret Santa had this little fella. This was a mini one. Also got Pug up here, channeling Trident, ready to take on these guys. Someone else added the animated thing. A Luma build, I think. I think Luma made this shop for him. Then we got a Madi build. This is just to offload some of the horse armor and saddles that she had too many of. The mud shop. Mefurt's mud shop. Oh, it is actually stocked. No way. I stopped checking because I helped tear down his mountain. And he let us take whatever we wanted. So I didn't need to buy any more mud or mushroom blocks for the rest of the season. I don't even know if the mushroom blocks... Have they been sold out? They must have been sold out. We've got the post office. Another one of Luma's projects, which unfortunately no one took over when she left. I think this could have been fun. But I think unfortunately it was just too late in the season. There's so many other little projects that everyone was trying to get done that this is one that kind of fell by the wayside. Which I think is a shame. I think if we implemented something like this sooner in the season, it would have been pretty fun. I didn't know this was here for the longest time. There's a little bit up here as well. It's cute. You can see all the beams. Kind of fancy. Then we've got the milk zone factory thing. Let's just free cam this one. Pretty epic. What a giant build. I love that, like, there's the storytelling of this. There's like the facade, which is all smiles and like cheerful and stuff. But it's literally masking this big epic factory thing. All the smoke coming out. That's so cool. It's like the detail, all the shapes, all the graffiti as well. The scale of in here and the all the people around here working and stuff. It's just very well done. Well done to you, man. Oh yeah, and there's a bit around the back as well. Not sure how many people realised that this is back here, because it took me a long while to realise it. But there's all this radioactive barrels of stuff that's all leaking. It's all leaching into the water. There's oil spill as well. It's like bleached all the grass around it. It's so cool. Maddie's little petal shop, because she got so many petals, like clearing space in her base. And then here it is. Here's the mushroom shop. Building coming soon, hopefully. Here's the pathway patrol. I don't know where the horse has gone that was here. Gone for a trip. Got the Margaret Mayor headquarters thing. Could buy stuff here. Very cute in here. It's even cute outside. All these little stalls and things. Little seating area. Right, before I forget, let's quickly just check out the oat building. Wonder if anyone's been here recently. This is like Odor. This is like way at the start of the season. Oat building. Oh man. I'm glad I never got an oat violation. Then we have this area where originally this was the site of an execution. It's also where we heard the results of the election. And then there was a procession this way through the shopping district towards the town hall. And let's go this way. We've got Slip's terracotta. Oh man. Slip, come and do some gambling. Get all the plushies. So many diamonds. Then of course we've got another one of the ocean monuments that Pugs drained this season. All the stuff that Pug's selling. His dollar store. 1 diamond per stack. And there is... there's some incomplete stacks. I want 1/64th of a diamond back, please. Then this way we got another one of Slip's shops. This is his leather shop. I've spent quite a few diamonds in here. Still quite a lot of stock left. I'm surprised by that actually. Then we've got Cobb's shop, which, let's enter it properly, shall we? Madi was here, Banana was also here. Try me. And it's still stocked, nice. Still loaded. Can I still get in here? Yes, I can. Boom. Cobb selling wind charges, well, what are they called? Breeze rods. Yeah, I thought wind charges were going to be more of a thing. They seem to have dropped off in popularity. Then we come to, finally, my shop. I guess shops. We did start off with quite a small shop, where I just sold like 4 different things, I think. It was like bricks, pots, maybe normal bricks, like individual, and then quartz. And then we've expanded to all this stuff, including the candles. Ooh, gotta say, now that we're back here, someone's been buying candles, and we've sold another odd amount of candles. So now I was able to split evenly the diamonds with Cobb. So when we get to Cobb's base, I'll drop these off for him. Even though he's not going to use them, and I could use them to maybe get more prize tickets out of the gambling machine. But yeah, reminiscent of my base, obviously. And then on a stream, oh well, first off, this stable chock full of dead horses. I kept getting so many thunderstorms happening in my base and spawning these things, to the point that last episode, the stuff that was still, the ones that were still in my base, we put them in the stables there because I just couldn't be bothered to bring them over here. But on a stream, long time friend of my channel, Dale, suggested a chocolate shop selling doors and trapdoors. I even threw some strawberry creams in there. But we did actually make a diamond. So I'm going to take that as well. This is mine though. Thanks Chespi. I think Chespi's the only one that bought This is a kind of a joke shop, but I appreciate the sale. I'm quite happy with this building. I like this kind of walkway between the builds. It's different to the ones in my base because this one's obscured, like there's no archway underneath. This one's just like part of the building. I like all the little details. Hello, Margaret. I like all the detail and stuff, like the piles of stuff that I sell. Also, I had to match some of the other buildings that were starting to show up. This wasn't there yet, but it was like this to compete with. Like all these things. They're just so big and like impressive, imposing builds. And I just had like, at the time, the shop was smaller than this one, but like one small chunk of the building. So I had to outdo myself. Right then, now we are going to the west side of the server. And I think directly west is Mefurt's base. Here we go. Mefurt's base is an interesting story of the server, I think. So, as previously mentioned, he did have a huge mountain here. And it was kind of really funky colors. It looked like a topographical map. We tore it down because he got burnt out doing that sort of thing, and it was such a huge thing. Oh, hello. This is his collection. And then interestingly enough, he did this giant landscape in about as much time as it took him to build the giant mountain. But I respect the acknowledgement that he had burnt himself out. And even though the build, whatever builds he was going to do here, never got finished, he did still, I know he has still been doing a bunch of stuff behind the scenes with helping make all the games and stuff, like a bunch of the redstone things. He does have these silos. He still has the mud machine thing that he had as part of the mountain. That was on the mountain at one point. And he's got this lighthouse thing with his face on it, which is interesting. But then we have over here, Skipper's base. Another one on the list of I would have liked to have seen where this was going to go, because I really like the style here. Kind of reminiscent of Kitty's base, being like fairy themed. I'm not sure what Skipper was going to do, but it's like a different take on the same concept, kind of. He was the one selling the mushrooms as well, so mushrooms galore. Would have been cool to see where else this was going though. Also, terraforming. Pretty cool. Then we have Pineapple's base. Also, would have liked to see where this would go. I really like what he's done with the islands themselves. I liked his custom trees. I like the vibe here, and then just this I think is really great. I really like the way he's tried to do the logs as part of the log cabin thing. It's pretty cool. Okay, now we have Cobb's base. Main house, which also, is it down here? I can't remember. No, it's down here. He has all his farms and stuff and storage down here. Oh no. What happened here? Poor fella. Don't think he's meant to be a zombie. There's all this stuff down here. And then, that always gets me. And then, the way out. Cobb then built a city block, or a couple of blocks, I guess, maybe. Train station, all these like apartment buildings and residential buildings and so on. Oh, and some mobs. But also one of Luma's builds. I really like this Y one. Just all this just looks so good. And then there's this as well. It's pretty epic. So I like the gradient going up it, so it looks like it fades away, kind of, as it gets higher. Like it's further away than it really is. That's smart. We are going... Which way? South. To the Halloween district. Right, so this was one of the events on the server, one of the seasonal events. We had Dan heading up a skin and armor stand scene competition. Lotus Motel. Here's where you come to learn about the armor stand content. Oh, Buzzy's here. And then, and then there's another room. And then, let me out. And then there's this room where it's all gone a bit wrong. Raining again, classic. Then we've got a slip build over here. Let's just zoom around. Slip build. Halloween themed somehow. Oh, that wasn't armor stand. I think that was a Madi. But it was a small version, so that's the one that's broken. We've got the armor stand competition over here. Not the armor stand competition, the skin competition over here. Which I believe Pineapple won. I think the skin was made by someone, like a viewer, which is pretty cool. Then Luma did this kind of spooky enchanted forest thing, which is just awesome. The vibes. I think Madi also did this over here. Then we have Pineapple's Bobbing for Apples game, which was awesome. Is that it? Besides... Yeah, I think that is it. Besides my Halloween thing, I did a little Warhammer 40k inspired battle scene. There's me as a space marine taking on the Tyranid warrior. My brother in arms is out of action. Blood underneath him. Oh, and here's the pineapple head. There's a lot of skull iconography on Space Marine armor. And I didn't have an actual skeleton skull, so I used my pineapple head. Space Marine 2 had been out around this time. And I'd played it obsessively. I've always been a 40k fan anyway, but the game had been out, so it was fresh in my mind. Right then, now we go to Slip's base, which it is. Here, follow the path. Okay, hold on. I guess we go from Slip's Lotus Hotel. Got the Lotus Motel and the Lotus Hotel. Oh, and here's Scurvy's little starter base. From when he first joined the server. So we've got the hotel that Slip made. Very detailed. And if we follow his path, we should... Oh wait, this is where it goes south and joins... Well, was meant to join my thing over there, my path. I really like the bridge. I like these shapes here. Anyway, we follow the path. Leads us to a little bridge. Which leads us to a bigger bridge. Let's get a look at the bigger bridge. Because the bigger bridge is cool. It's on a diagonal, which is crazy to me. Boom. And then we've now found ourselves in Slip's base. Slip's base, not Slip's base. Space. Slip's base. As in buttery biscuit base. Such a vibe here. All his different... Oh, it's a Margaret poster. Still finding them. Another house. Oh, this is Luma's house. Here's another one I didn't know existed. No way. Oh, I hadn't seen this one. Here's me trying to take a goat horn. Oh, the where are they? The llamas that we brought over one time. I think he let them loose. I don't know, they're around somewhere. I can't remember their names now. They were in his final video of the season. If you wanted to check the names of them and what happened to them. Very vibrant, very detailed. Awesome. There's even this building over here, which if I remember correctly, is another Secret Santa. And I think this was Madi giving Slip a bunch of books and stuff for Christmas present. Okay, now we hop over, I believe, here, which should be Seaman's base. Yeah, there it is. This is Seaman's base, I believe. Pretty cool. It's all these little farms and stuff. Let's just free come around. Villager trading. All the golden carrots in the world to turn into different sheep milk variants. Then I believe if we go in here, there's bamboo, pumpkins and melons probably. And there's also out here, iron farm. Pretty cool. What about this bit? More farmers and stuff. Now we go this way. This is a prank on Squid. Squid's base here, and then this was done by Chespi and Morg. I think the real prank is this. Just a death trap in here. But otherwise, I think, what's this from? Phasmophobia? I think Squid's a fan of Phasmophobia, so they made this voodoo doll. I think it was also her skin for the Halloween skin competition. But then we have Squid's actual base down here, which in fact it's up here as well. Oh, I don't know if I've seen this building in person. First pickaxe. First stone pickaxe. First sheep milk. Oh man. There's so much stuff here. This is like my museum, but way more comprehensive. That's so cool. I like that. Margaret, like, looking at the poster. Oh my god, the blue axolotl. Blue axolotl head. Yeah, definitely come and check this stuff out if you get the world download. There's stuff to read. And this is all, like, the moments from... What is that? Is that Among Us symbol? I don't know. What is that? It's all just, like, the bits of Squid's season here. It's really cool. Then let's actually look at her base, shall we? These, I believe, are all houses for the different dog variants. And I think they were all named by viewers. Not sure if Silenced was one of the names. We have like Y level -51 and stuff of that caliber. Echo Shard, there we go. I think they're all named Anciency. They're all named Warden connected things. Because Squid was a Warden this season. This is like the upper part, and then down here we have the... Hello. We have the rest. What is this? Hello, Dan. Dan Plushie. Here's another one of Luma's builds. Luma plushie. Then we have the onion build thing. There's another prank. Then we've got potion building with this big potion bottle on the top. That's really cool. I like that quite a lot. And we have more buildings over here. I think this is like Squid's house. Mailbox. Plushie. Hey, it's the Millie plush. That's a rare one. That's a super rare. I don't have that. I actually also really like her portal. Here it is. I think that looks really cool. Cool details. And then the other thing Squid did this season was the Panda Sanctuary. And if you remember when I was in Madi's base, she has all these pandas. She adopted them all from here, plushie. So many brown ones as well. Aren't they meant to be really rare? It's impressive. Yeah, that's Squid's base. And then just to the north, we have Drift's base. And I think in terms of like atmosphere and vibes, this might be my favorite base on the server. Because like Madi's is the prettiest base. Drift's is the most well implemented aesthetic, I think. Yeah, look at this. It's so like gloomy in here. I know it is daytime still, but if I put shaders on, we'll get a bit of a better sense of it. So Drift's base is Last of Us themed. So it's all like glum. It's all like dim and gross. And then, ooh, everything's all like broken and like slimy and overgrown and stuff. Like all the lighting is just really dim. So moody. And then if we keep going further down. Damn, Margaret poster. Especially down here. Apologies for the frame rate. But look at it down here. It's just so moody. And there's a... What are they called in Last of Us? They're not zombies, they're clickers, right? There's a clicker. There's all this stuff. It's all flooded and stuff. This is so good. Some cool terraforming stuff, like where the road's fallen in. It's so good. And then there's a bit under the diner as well, which I think looks really cool. And if we go in the diner, still doors open from when I took people around before. We have the diner, and then we have kitchen, and so on. But we also have Joel and Ellie. It's so cool. And then, oh. Then we also have the first build he did here, I think. Which is this petrol station. And we have like this bit, which was the storage room, I guess. And the Lotus graffiti, I think is really cool. Having tried to come up with Lotus graffiti myself, to do at Morg's base, and failing spectacularly. Ooh, sheep milk. And the store's all empty because it's been, yeah, everything's been like picked over by survivors and whatnot. It's all just really cool, especially at night. Like, I'm reluctant to stay here until it's dark because I don't want any of this to get blown up. Because of like the moody lighting, it's not particularly spawn safe. Spawn safe. But it's so vibey. Like the feeling of it being The Last of Us, I think he really nailed it. Another one that I wish we'd seen a bit more of, but life gets in the way. Ooh, now we're looking for Spidey. Spidey is over here. Spidey's another one that unfortunately left, which is a shame. Spidey's another one of the people on the server that I first interacted with. He came around my base in my second video of the season. And, ooh. Does that say Luma? Luma was here. I'm Vandal. Oh man. Yeah, Spidey was one of the people that I associate with welcoming me to the server. Still owes me a collab as well for providing materials for this, I think. I can't remember now. He's also the first person to tell me about Build School, I think. If you want to see what we did with Build School, go look at one of my recent videos where we took part in the community build day. Okay, now we're going. This is all Rad's stuff. And Rad's base. Which I think there's another Luma build. This is the one that I was thinking of when I said there's one that I didn't know existed yet. I think I better sleep, actually. Now, one of my favorite bits of Rad's base is the portal. I think this looks really awesome. Like the pattern on the floor and everything. It's just cool. Then we've got the house up here. Rad's base is slightly confusing to me. Because it's so like sprawling and kind of just in here to keep myself safe while I zoom around. This, I believe, is all connected. With like little tunnels and stuff. And it keeps going down. I believe it's all connected. There's a door here. I don't know if that goes up to the top or if you're meant to fly down here. All these farms. And then there's a tunnel somewhere. Where's the tunnel? Here. Tunnel through the mountain. There's all this stuff, more pandas. And all this like tiered terraforming. Just looks really gorgeous. I think this place is awesome. Oh, that's cute. Horsey. Look at all these guys. And then the building. Ooh, is that more custom trees as well? Also, yeah, all the custom trees. I believe they are whip trees. Ooh, I don't try not to pick up someone else's stuff. Hey, rabbit. I think this looks really awesome as well. I love all these shapes. Ah, he's falling. I thought he was going to fall out the window. I just like Azalea next to the copper blocks just works so nicely as well. Okay, now we keep going north, which is not that way, this way. And we've got a little bit of a trek to find Morg's base. Now I want to fly through here because this looks awesome. Oh, mob farm. So here's the beat up version of Red Rocket. And then we come over here, all these dead trees and stuff. Here's the site where if you watch Morg's video. Oh, it's been cleared up. Hold on, is it still here? I guess it's partly still here. This was where the mayor was being held. I guess this is his portal now. Here's the graffiti I did. Just did the South Park, guys. Couldn't think what else to do. I couldn't find something like low poly and like low res enough to do. And then all these builds. I guess actually this is like the same way I feel about Drift Space, like the vibe. Oh, server restart, we're there already. Where is this day gone? Yeah, I really like the stuff Morg's been able to do here. Again, looking forward to whatever Morg wants to do next season. I think it's going to be... What is that? Mangrove log? How dare he? Here's the site of one of the early hangouts that I had with Morg and Chespi and so on. Was it Chespi? I think Chespi actually wasn't here. I think it was someone else. I think it was Spidey. Because when we were messing with armor stands here at Morg's base, this is what led to us having the big fire that Spidey worked out how to do in Happy Campers. Oh, the reason I flew over here is because I associate this as being Morg's portal, but it's moved. I've just seen where it's moved to. Oh yeah, and then the beach. Did another beach terraform thing. Forgot this bit. He purposefully didn't put the shells here though, I think he said, because it's Fallout and the waters are radiated. Okay, I can make it. I can make it to the base, and then I'm going to get kicked by the server. We made it. Over here we've got the different log farms and stuff for stocking up the log shop. And then I gotta be careful I don't log out next to that charged creeper. Then we've got... What is this? This is new. Whose build is this? I think I'm about to get kicked from the server. We'll pick this up in a moment. Oh, that's new. This wasn't here before. This terraforming. Oh. Well then. I know Chespi was trying to get some big terraforming stuff done here before the end of the season. And it looks like he's done it. Oh, they got assigned parking as well. That's cute. Did some interior stuff around it. But I did what I could and then went back to my own base, unfortunately. But I did stuff like this, did a little workshop, did some kind of more like less detailed but still present interiors. Didn't do too much fake interiors by the looks of things. I did in my builds. These are the bits that I did. There's chickens everywhere. I just remembered that I believe they got their base got pranked. Ooh, that shouldn't be like that. Let's fix that while I'm here. My build's got some unwarranted jank to it. There we go. Chops, chuggers. Is this working now? Yay, the custom painting thing is working. Fert's coffee place. What does he call this? Math bucks. Nice. We can't not talk about this as well. So up here we've got a Buzzy statue, which does make it look like she's died, but she didn't die. She just stepped away from the server. But before she did, she built this thing. I think there's meant to be a door here. It might got broken off by a zombie or something. But I think for this scale, this is so perfectly proportioned that it makes me jealous. I need to take notes from this. There's a cob and an even smaller slip. At some point, I want to build a lighthouse in my town, in my single player world. And I know it's not going to come out looking as good as this. But I will try. I'm inspired. Okay, so that's kind of all the overworld stuff. I want to go to the end because the end portal room is just so cool. And I need more rockets, hold on. Oh, and I'm still holding the diamonds for Cobb. Okay, we'll deal with that on the way. Cobb's mail. There we go. 10 diamonds for our shared candle sales. Now this is the tunnel that Sim, Shadan, and Jess made, I believe. Oh, that's a bit broken. In order for us to find the the end portal, which they also did this too. There's even Margaret posters here. I think this looks amazing. Yeah, this is amazing. Then we did the dragon fight like 20 times over. However many times you can do it to unlock all the different portals. And then, what is this? Oh, this is free elytra, I think. Free gear, so you can... Chickens here as well. It's too many. But we also have the little village that some people decided to make. God, look at all this mess. The remnants of our epic battle against all the dragons. This was the little settlement people decided to make if they didn't want to actually fight. Cozy vibes only community chest. Oh man. I hope we don't do dragon fight after dragon fight with only sticks and unenchanted bows next season. It was a fun experience, but... Oh, and here's the sight of me being really stupid. Formerly Buzzy Tiles, destroyed by the low IQ of Drhakonis, who tried to take a nap so hard he exploded. Yeah, I stupidly fell for it. There was a bed in there. I feel so stupid. You always think, oh, I'd never fall for that, and then I fell for it. And I'm back at spawn. Let's sleep. And then we're heading back in the Nether, and we'll look at the Nether Hub properly. Okay. I have mixed feelings about the Nether Hub. On one hand, I'm proud of the work we put in to get this done. I wish I hadn't timed my biggest ever build that took me literally 24 hours to build. Literally 24 hours of recorded build time on my single player world. I wish I hadn't done that at the same time as this. Oh man, so much time. Before even getting to this point, I was stressing over getting all the resources together. But yeah, this is the design that they came up with for last season, which I wasn't part of. But, I mean, look at the resources for this. It's ridiculous. They ran out of time with the season before they could get this made. So they brought it forward, and at some point, there was just too many times getting attacked by ghasts flying through the Nether. I was like, let's do this. Let's take some ownership of the security of playing in the Nether on this server. And so yeah, we've got this now, and it's amazing. East Tunnel. This is the most complete one. This is the East Tunnel. Let's look at the West Tunnel real quick. This one is incomplete, unfortunately. So if you come here in the world download, make sure to grab an elytra from someone. Here's the portal to Seaman's base. Really like that. That's kind of cool. What's this say? RIP Morg. Oh man, what happened to Morg? But yeah, this is the portal to Rad's base, which I really like because... oh dear. Because it mirrors the outside with those big 3 rocks around it. Rad's base. That's so cool. I like it. And then this is the portal to Slip's base. So you definitely need an elytra for this. Oh, and while we're here. Here it is. Oh, if you want to get to the nether roof, you come up here. Just look around so you can gauge where I am. This is up towards Cobb's original portal, I think. Or... no, what is it? It's up towards Cobb's stuff. Here we go. Golden Magma Farm. This leads to the nether roof. But what was I about to say? Oh yeah, the Halloween stuff is over here. Madi did a little bit of work here to make this a bit more safe and tidy. This takes you to Halloween. And then we have the South Tunnel. I've done as much as I could stomach. I haven't prettied up these different bits aside from my own. I think Cobb's is there as well. And mine, I built this out a little bit. Put some banners up so you can see it when you fly past. And then I'm also the only one that used the offshoot tunnel design that was part of the schematic. Yeah, there's that. Then the bit that kind of irks me is I didn't finish off this bit because I couldn't be bothered. It had taken so long to do all this, and this bit is what leads you to Shadan and the end portal. So if you wanted to check those out, they are this way. Right, that's it. That's the server tour. All we've got left is my base. So let's go do that, shall we? Let's do a walk around, and we'll start at the west entrance. And yeah, this is the bridge that I made to join me up to the west side of the server. It's more robust than the other bridge that I did. The other one, I've said earlier, was kind of styled after Luma's bridge that joins Happy Campus to Spawn Island, and I wanted to like create some sort of continuity with that side of the base of the server. So my bridge on that side is more curvy. This one's all straight and chunky. Then we got one of my little archway gatehouse things. One at each entrance, pretty much. In fact, there is one at each entrance. Ooh, I should take this horse back. I'm pretty sure this is Skipper's horse. Maybe I'll... Here you go, have some Margaret milk. Maybe I'll take you back before I end the video. Then we got this area down here. This is also the north entrance. Serves as it. So we've got a smaller... This is the more compact area. So we've got a smaller little archway gatehouse type thing here. Then we've got the more cramped quarters with the buildings around here. Got a bit more of a vibey area around this bit. Just come and chill out. Look at the lava. Do a quick nap. I like this little area here, cordoned off. I like how dense and stuff the trees get over here, and just how randomly I got like 5 of the biggest force-grown oak trees that I've ever seen, like the large versions. Ooh, Madi's online. Oh, here we go. In real time. Let's see if we can get an answer. Yeah, I like this bit. I like how this all turned out. She's back home. Okay, good. Then this is like the main hub building for the dock, which is here's like information desk. It's for when passengers come through, they enter the base or they leave. They can come and have some McDonald's, have a chicken sandwich, or have some... I guess maybe this is a franchise of math bucks. Maybe I'll stick him a furt back here. That would be cool. Maybe I'll ask him. Maybe that'll be in the world download for you. Then out here we've got the little dock. We've got the boat. Forgive me, I forget whose design this is. Trixie Blocks. How could I forget? This is an awesome design. I just changed the block palette a bit. I've got loads of storage and stuff everywhere. Some boats. More boats over this way, including a bigger boat, which there's now a damn chicken in. I broke the boat. That's frustrating. Get rid of this. Little camping spot on the beach. More stuff. More damn chickens. Oh my god. There we go. Fixed. It's mainly the function of this place. It's for vibes. I wanted this feeling of being kind of enclosed in like this, which I don't think works as well as Dan and Chespi's base because my buildings, just by design, aren't as tall. Oh yeah, and we're right here as well. We can check out the builds that Seaman and Chespi did. We'll come back to the like academic area later. Here we've got a row of houses inspired by a similar row of houses in my single player world in my town. Really like how this turned out. I really like it as the street, like flanking the street. This big long road that goes through the village. Let's do it. Let's do the friends section. Ooh, new stuff. Okay, okay. So, well, first off, it looks like there's a food fight here. First off, here's Luma's build in my base. Another one. The last one we'll see, because this is the last place I'm looking at on the server. That's pretty cool. I like this with the minecarts. So this is built by Chespi. Okay. There's a bread fight happening. This is a chawa. This is bread. I don't know. What's this? What is that? Is that like a visor? I don't know the lore. More bread. Don't know the lore. This is kind of terrifying. What is going on? Some sort of like RoboCop detective bread thing. Oh, this is cool. Okay, let me just zoom out a bit. Oh, the bread's used for the thing. That's nice. Little patch of wheat back here as well. Is this a bread bin? Built by Seaman. I like this as well. This is cool. Looks like a barn. Is it a barn? Bread getting chucked over here. What's the lore? I need the lore breakdown. Oh, is it upstairs as well? Oh, I turned my note blocks off, didn't I? Let's turn that back on. No, no sound. Okay. Let's go down here. I like this. I like this opening out onto this area. I hoped that that might be a thing, so that the this property could take advantage of being pond side like this. This is my first time doing. In fact, was this my first time doing this block palette that I stole from Good Times with Scar? So he did it on like River's Edge. Oh no, I did it for my stream. Did it for the river that goes through my base first. I hate that I've got a torch there. I need to fix that as well. Hopefully I'll remember to do that. Then we also have Madi's build that she did. Oh, I've got my rock as well. I like this rock. This is where I first realized how the power of the moss carpet hanging over the edge. Thanks to vanilla tweaks. Then we've got Madi's build in her style, but my block palette. I think this is really good. I think she also like squashed the scale down a bit to match my build scale, which I appreciate. This is awesome. This is exactly what I'd hoped for this area. Stuff just that looks nothing like my builds, but all in my block palette. Bread. Awesome. I'm very happy. Thank you everyone that built in my base. I really appreciate it. It's awesome. Is this meant to go up so stuff can't walk in? Don't know. I didn't check at other bases. Bench. Let's keep going around the edge, shall we? We'll do a clockwise walk around the base. Here is probably my least favorite build that I've done this whole season. The stables. Ugh. I think it's just too plain. I tried doing this. I think it should be mangrove roof. But if we just quickly zip over to, I don't know, here. I've done dark oak for these every time, and it's like a special one-off thing to have it as the little shelter outside buildings. I thought, oh, let's do that. Let's do that over here for the whole thing. And I don't know. I just don't think it works completely. Do a nap. Then we come over to something that I am happy with. And we've got this other dock. This one's for cargo and shipping out products. Beesh. It's meant to be the stuff that I sell in my shop. So we've got quartz. Got the pots. I don't sell fish, but I don't know. It's a market next to water. Why not? More quartz. Even more fish. Then we've got the big warehouse for storing all this stuff. Before I go inside, let's have a quick look around the outside. I'm really happy with this. I struggled a bit, but I think I pulled it off. And then if we go inside, there's the bee that always gets stuck in here. Go on, out you go. It's alright, he can get back in, because he goes in through this corner somehow. Crazy. Little office for whoever works here. Bunch of stock. I also make loads of honey, so I've got that on the shelves. Don't know why I've got TNT here, but I think it was just because it was a colourful block that I could add in. Pumpkins and melons, bamboo, that's all stuff I've got farms for. And then we have this. This is Cade's ship, the Queen of Hearts. I'm just now realising I'm not hearing a chicken, which upsets me deeply. Because there should be a chicken in here. Oh no! Where are you? So, there was going to be an Easter egg for anyone who got the world download. There was a chicken that I had at the very start of this base. Oh no, I'm so sad. He's either been killed or let free. And if he's been let free, I might have accidentally killed him because I'm so irate with how many chickens there are, just like vermin conquering the server. But if you go back early in the season, before I built this, there was a chicken that I had tied up outside my main house. And in Destiny, Cade, the character whose skin I use, he has a chicken called the Colonel. And because I have Cade's ship in here, I put the chicken in there, name tagged it the Colonel, and that was going to be a little Easter egg for anyone that got the world download. I was never going to talk about it. I talked about it on stream once, I think. Maybe twice. But I never talked about it in a video. And now he's gone, and I'm sad. That was like a whole season-long setup for a joke that's never going to get paid off now. Oh, what a shame. Okay. this is one of the residential areas. Nice and simple. Did a bit of terraforming here. I'm going to check that chicken if it's named the Colonel. These are all my copy and paste houses. You are not the Colonel. Which means you're getting... Touche, chicken. You survive another day. Yeah, more copy and paste houses here as we follow this around. Oh, there's something that I've talked about a bunch, but I've never actually checked it. How does the path look now that I've dressed it up a bit? How does it look from my base? Okay. This is where it's mostly obscured, though, by the tree line. Which is kind of what I want, because as you walk down that path, it unveils more of my base as you walk down it. More windy paths. Nice and like enclosed. You're forced to kind of just keep going on the path to get to the more interesting stuff. Let's circle around to one of the interesting things. Here is my greenhouse. Here's the view down this long road. Hence the this telescope thing. But here's the greenhouse. I've got all these different trees, sapling type things, like a little nursery. Got all this stuff, all these different... Got corals standing in as different flowers and things. Got the colours of my base and my channel. And then we've got the building itself, where I've tried to collect something of everything that you can class as a plant, basically. Oh, don't know what's meant to go there. It might be sapling? No, it wouldn't be one of those. I don't know what that's meant to be. Huh. I'm gonna have to go back. I built this whole thing on stream, and I was really proud of myself. And the thing that I'm most proud of is the tree. I'm awful at custom trees, but I built this custom tree without planning, on stream, just as it was happening. And I'm so proud of myself. This is my favorite thing that my favorite tree that I've ever built, and it was done like off the cuff on stream. Hold on a minute. Shaders. The cheat code. Make everything look better. Yeah. Pleased with that one. I like that the way I've envisioned it as well is that it grew up, it's tried to conform to the dome a bit. That's why this one curves this way. And then it starts trying to curve this way, but it just breaks through the dome and out. And then that's where most of the branches are outside, because that's where the sunlight is most direct. Oh yeah, and there's an upstairs as well. It's meant to be a little like cafe or something, so you can enjoy the stuff. Have a little cup of tea, maybe a scone. Boom. Right. Continuing around the edge. I guess we'll continue from here. The other fork in the road here. Going back down this way. So this is the blacksmiths, which I placed purposefully next to the tavern, because it's a place where people will come to stop. They'll have their horses because they've travelled into the village. And then the blacksmith's here to do like horseshoe repairs and stuff. I don't know what blacksmiths do, but that's that tiny little build. This became the template for all my copy and paste houses. This format, this size, and this floor plan. Happy with that. I really like my big chimney thing. Just quite like it. Oop. Then let's go to the tavern. Oh, this is an important one. So, something that I planned to do for a long time, but just never got around to it. I've finally done it. Did it this morning. I've populated the tavern with, as best I can, armor stands of all the members of the server from this season, including people that have left. So, as we go in now, it's no longer just Pug and Madi in here. Boom. It's everyone. So, I'm here at the door to greet you. Hello. Then we have Pug and a cat that he helped me rescue. So I called it Actual Cat. And then we've got there's two people who I couldn't get the armor stand to work. So I've used their plushie. So we've got Scurvy here. I think it's because they're the last two added and they just haven't had their skin added to the armor stand thing. We've got Scurvy here. We've got Kitty and Rizzy over here. Then over here we've got Madi, who was here originally as a small armor stand. That's broken, so I made her big. And she's having a business meeting with Shadan, talking about their bookshop profits. We've got Sim and Jess over here. They're like congratulating them on the absurd amount of diamonds that they've made. Over here, we've got Skipper and Muffer and CaptainPineapple, because they all based together around that one cove. Muffer's dabbing. Yeah. Then down here, we have Inca, who's the other one, whose armor stand didn't work. And then Cobb and Slip. They're pointing out that Inca is tiny for some reason. Then if we go upstairs, we've got Drift. I've got him with Chespi and Dan because his base is right next to theirs as well. Got by Madi. We've got Chespi eating a pie. He's eating his feelings because behind him, Zay and BananaBoy are plotting to prank him. And he's upset about it. Then we've got Squid over here. Here we go. Squid. This is her skin from last season. Is this right? Boom, there we go. That's more her normal skin, I think. That's still not this season, right? Because she had the warden stuff going on. But that matches her plushie now. Then, yeah, Seaman's here. Then we've got Jax and Yogi, who I put together because I put them together in the Nether HQ. Then Bison's over here, high-fiving Yogi. Don't know what they're celebrating, but something. And then we've got Morg and Spidey together because in episode 1, it was with those two that I joined in doing the prank on Bison's his little shack thing in Happy Campers. Did I miss anyone up here? No. Then the last bit, I've done some very simple decoration in this room, which didn't have any before because I didn't know what to do with it. But I needed another table for more people. So we've got Luma, Rad, and Buzzy all having celebrating something else in this room. They've all got their hands up for some reason. And then this is just bland torch. So that is the tavern. Let's have a quick... damn eggs. Let's have a quick look at the bridge. So this is the one that I based on... Oh, there's an endem over there. This is the one I based on Luma's bridge. I changed the block palette and changed the scale so it would fit this river. But yeah, that's the one that connects us to Spawn Island. Then let's keep going this way. We keep skirting around the edge of the island. We do have the building that leads down to my trial chambers there. My trial chamber. This is where that horse has come from. That one horse that I found in a hole is meant to go here. Oh my, okay. Mystery solved. I'll bring him over. Oh dear. Is this a fresh one? Oh, that's not meant to be here. What is this? Get out of here. want to get rid of this. Let it despawn. You despawn. I'm in the mood. Ah, please don't turn into a bunch of things. Okay. No, he's just another one that got free. Okay, I'll deal with you in a sec. Copy and paste house. One of the views that I wanted, actually it's this bit. One of the views I wanted out of the village. Over here. Framed in these trees and the lamp. Right up the river. The little big pond lake thing that I made. Needed something to fill space on the island here. Then, as we keep going, another house. And we've got this fella. Let's just deal with you right now. I don't know what happened that of all the horses that I seem to have tied up in places, all got free. There, stay. Stay. Over here, we've got the birch forest with the little walk around here, the little, like, kind of park area sort of thing. And then, got a bunch of little details like the fallen trees that have got all mossy. Got some rocks and stuff. And we've also got, this is the only place in the village that's got flowers on purpose. Like in the ground rather than in plant pots and stuff. It's the only place that I've made for this to be a thing. And that's because my general build philosophy is I want the builds to be the thing that you're drawn to, not random splotches of just too vibrant color which might clash with the surroundings. But here it's purposefully, this is where the flowers go. Then we follow the path round further and we get to the other residential area. Oh, can't sprint again. And this one's like the more secluded one. It's got its own little town hall thing. More copy and paste houses. Big force-grown oak tree. Was that one force-grown? That one might have been natural generation, actually. Yep, more houses, more rocks. Kind of more nature and stuff here. Same over here. And then this, it was my original shop. And I brought this back because I wanted to still keep this build represented in my base somewhere. But yeah, it's not functioning as a shop anymore. It doesn't have like all the barrels in here to sell stuff. Instead I put a little kiln or something so they can make this is now the workshop. Whoever crafts all the stuff, all the pots and things to sell in the shop. This is their little workshop, I guess. Yeah, more copy and paste houses. All the tree lines are all densed up now, so your focus is like forced onto the builds in the area, or forced onto the path and experiencing how the path feels to walk down. Oh, and then we've got the ruins. Have I walked past ruins already and not looked at them? I think so. That's actually quite cool. I've not actually thought to look at it from this perspective before. That's pretty cool. Let me see how that emerges. That's something that I try and do with my builds, is approach them as I would walk around in the world. And then I didn't do it with this, from this direction. That's pretty cool. I do like that it's obscured by the tree, actually. Because then it still has that sort of, I still need to go over and look at it sort of effect. Then here's the south entrance. Biggest build for the gatehouse thing. This one's purposefully big as a watchtower because there's only like Jess and Shadan that live in the south. So there's less, I don't know, civilization in that direction. There's more stuff that I would potentially need to guard against. So we've got the big watchtower here. And then that brings us closer into the middle, I think. So now we've got all the farmland. I have gone through and repaired any bits that got trodden into by errant hostile mobs or annoying wandering traders who never show up when you want them to. We've got the river. This is it. This is where I first did the Scar build palette thing. Got a little drained sort of thing under my house. We've got the river, more of a stream. Got another bridge. Oh, didn't mean to go underwater. But I really like how this all worked out. Especially, let's check the shaders back on again. I think that's really cool. Yeah, you can actually boat up here. It's just wide enough that it's not too awkward. It's still awkward, but not too awkward. Yeah, I'm proud of this. And then got more rocks up here. Got more farmland over here. Also got the windmill, which is kind of like 85% a FWIP build that I repurposed on my single player world, which I then repurposed to be on here. I can't do windmills. Just can't do it. But this is where I house my farmers, so I can trade all my pumpkins and melons. Got a little chute down here which has a rail that leads me back to my underground farm area, like redstone farms and stuff. This is the pumpkin and melon farm. If you want emeralds, I will leave you all my emeralds, but if you want even more for some reason, you can come down here, grab some of this stuff. The melons get auto-crafted. Oh man, nearly out of space. Who's been in my melons chest? I'll clear this out before the world download, so it doesn't back up and overflow and cause too much lag with just stuff not getting picked up by the minecart. Then, because this is the farm, we also have the livestock. There should no longer be zombie piglins in here. There was a pig though. Where is it? There it is. There's a chicken. What happened to the kernel, man? I'm upset. Ruins back here. Then we're back to the main village square. Let's have a look at this. Yes. Happy with this. Happy with the design and the floor. Took me a lot longer than I care to admit to come up with that. I am happy with these ruins as well. Then we've got a post box. Then we've got the post office, and because it's a post office, we've got Jess, Postman Pat's black and white cat. We've got Chet. I'll come back to you, Chet. Gotta have a word with you. Then probably the building that I've used the most, aside from my house, is my masonry building. Yeah. This is, oh my god, this is where all my masons are. So that I could sell loads of quartz, bricks and whatnot. Get any terracotta I needed. This bit, in fact, we'll do upstairs first. Upstairs, even more. Loads of them. And then when we were doing the Nether Hub, I was like, this isn't enough masons. I can get through more masons in a day, like in a Minecraft day, before I run out of trades. So I added another floor. And then this brings us to the underground section. So, ugly farms hidden under my base. Just that I can leave them running. I've got a super smelt here, which is terrible. I do not recommend using this. If you want to use it with lava buckets, I've been gathering these and all these, and then the farm is now like ready to use again. Iron farm if you need iron, but I have iron over here. Got loads of bamboo. I've got bamboo, like regular bamboo, not in block form. Got all this stuff that I never used. I should have sold this. I don't know if people were selling it already or not, but there was that. I've got a moss farm. It's currently in pale moss mode. My bamboo farm. This needs emptying as well, probably. Iron farm. Iron over there. Snow. Got the wool. The wool has gotten out of hand. I just started farming it again because Chespy needed tons of light blue. So I was farming that. And then I switched them all back to their normal colours. Yeah, if you need wool, I have wool for days. Cocoa pods. Got a little bone mealing station for select things. You just have to swap them out. This isn't very efficient, but you can get some sea pickles or sea grass if you want. This, yeah, I couldn't keep donating sugarcane to Cobb and Morg because Morg finally built a sugarcane farm, I think, for making rockets. Dripstone. Manual dripstone farm. But there's a ton there if you need it. And then nether wart if you need that. And then here's the rail that takes me over to the farmers. So I didn't have to keep using rockets flying over there when I was farming emeralds. There is a bit further down if you want to, I don't know why you would want to go down here for on the world download. There's not really anything down here, but this is where I was farming trees when I couldn't buy them. The nether stuff as well. There's also slime chunks down here, so the slimes will spawn. And then I built a skeleton farm down here, so I could get loads of bone meal, because I need to make bone meal blocks for a lot of my builds. So there's that. Not the most efficient farm either, but it's there. Then make sure you're having a elytra if you come down here, because it's just a pain to get around. You have to go like all the way around to get back up. Oh no, this is the way up. I wanted something to fill this space because we just had this gap where I didn't know what to do with it for the longest time. We've got the ruins there I haven't looked at as well. But yeah, then I thought, okay, I want something with a little courtyard and maybe an L shape to fit the kind of L-shaped gap that was here. So I tried to redo this house in a way, the barn, the farmhouse, but swap out the middle bit, which is something I did in the copy and paste houses. So one of the variations had mostly oak instead of quartz. So I wanted to kind of replicate that in trying to do a variation of this. So there's that. This one, I kind of phoned in the interior a bit, but I do like the kitchen. Yeah, the kitchen's kind of cute. Air fryer, maybe? I don't know. And then fake interior upstairs. But I don't know, if you wanted to move into my base, maybe you could take this as partially furnished. It's quite bare, so you could decorate it how you like. Decent size as well. Got an upstairs. Then before we head into my house, let's go look at these ruins over here. And the back as well. There's the rocks and the sort of the woods spilling into the back garden. Guess that's how that appears, isn't it? Oh wait, Then we've got the academic stuff. We've got to go over there. Let's just quickly go look at these ruins, though, even though we just looked at them in the last episode. But here is some more ruins. It's the last set of ruins in the base. Don't get rid of this, or more my cats will die in the thunderstorm. Still upset about that. What happened to the Colonel? I don't know. Okay, let's go over there. So, 2 ways I intend for you to approach this. Well, 3 actually. One is over the bridge over here, which brings you to like the groundskeeper's house. That's what this is meant to be. That's where Hagrid lives. Another way is down here. This is one of the first little cozy nature little pockets in the village that I did. Rock was added much later, but I liked this. This kind of set the tone for how I would do the walls and stuff and bushes. But then this is the other way up. We've got a little bit of terraforming here. And we come up to this area. This, I still don't know what I was going to do with this. The interior on this building. We've got the clock tower with the arm stand mod putting a clock up there, which does work, which is awesome. But I didn't know what to do with the interior. I thought maybe it could be like a schoolhouse or something. I don't know, because this is meant to be like an academic place. Some sort of place of study. I don't know. Let's do a little walk around here though. Because this is where I really honed in on the vibe of how dense I wanted all this stuff to be. All the vegetation like flanking the paths and things. More over here. This is the library. We can go in this one. Have a quick look. So we've got books on all the shelves here. But then we have the little book club area, reading area, like in the one in Luma's library. And upstairs. This is one of the only, if not the only, buildings that has 3 floors fully furnished. The other buildings might have another floor, like, but it's like in the roof, so it's not furnished. It's just blocked off. There is the library. Let's do another nap. And then another horse. Someone's here at the library, hanging out, doing some reading. And before we get back to the museum, here's the last little bit of path as we walk around. Yeah, really, really happy with how this area came out. And then the museum. Happy with how this build came out. Let's head back inside. There's one last thing I need to do in here. And boom. Completed cob decks. Okay, well, that just leaves the main house. So this is inspired by I forget the name of the place, but it's one of the settlements in AFK Journey, which just happened to be coming out around the time I got invited to the server. So I was looking for inspiration for what to do as a build style, as a block palette and stuff for my base. I kept seeing adverts for this game. It just kept being the thing on YouTube that was advertised before anything I watched. So it got under my skin, and for the most part, this is a specific building. I'll try and find the screenshot that I worked from. But then this set the template for the build palette for the whole village, and the rest of it is all me. just inferring stuff from the design of this building. So if we look, the towers, they share a lot of the same shape because I've just taken, like, I've sliced off a bit and stuck it on there, or I've done similar with that. And then the way that the towers work, they've got these bits, this same structure here. Here's what I did here. And the roof shapes that I used on this one, I've used all over the place. Not so much there, or there, but definitely there and there. The width of these things, it all matches up. This shape is on pretty much any building. It's all informed by this building, and then used to inform the design of every other building in this base, and my shop in the shopping district. Got the horse area out here. Got Leonard back where he's comfortable. There you go, Leonard. We've got Snuffles over here. That's the name of my dog whenever I get a dog in a game. If you know, you know. I also wanted to be a crazy cat lady this season. Mission accomplished, I think. I'm sorry that there's cats everywhere meowing constantly. I've come to tune it out. So this is the little, I don't know, entrance hall thing. Stuff that I might want to use like quickly when I'm just coming back to my base to grab something. Some quick stuff that I might want. More arrows. Grab some more arrows. Here's my shame box. This is stuff where I can't be bothered to tidy it up, and I just need to offload it quickly. So that's staying like that, unfortunately. Quick access to an ender chest. Here's where my empty shulkers go. Then here's some stuff I've added since last time. This is my backpack with my one goat horn in that I've managed to get from doing stuff off the job board. And I thought it would be cool to have it hung up near the door, right? But then I would want something else here to go with it. So I hung up a slightly darker leather jacket. That's what I'm going to call it. I think actually, if I grab it, I did actually name it leather jacket. So there you go. You can do that. There's an invisible armor stand there. So that's a functional coat hanger hook thing. Then we go here. There's a little dining area. Got all the custom drinks like put around places. We saw the Nuka-Colas upstairs. Here's the Margaret milk and the normal sheep milk. Here's Yuma. Here's some more nether wart in the fridge. And here's where I keep it. Dwindled somewhat. It used to be like down to like here, I think. But people needed it for stuff. But then yeah, there's the kitchen. Then we have the little living room area around the fireplace. Enchanting area. Stuff that you would use with enchanting. Books are in here if you need any. Also here, is this Unbreaking side? That's Unbreaking, and this is my last remaining mending book. Then upstairs, in fact, let's go this way first. We did come here earlier, but storage room. I will tidy all this stuff up, don't worry. Storage down here, storage up here. I'll tidy this up as well. So many sticks. But yeah, there's a storage room. Again, all the blocks for crafting up here. Oop. And then this door does not have a pressure plate because it would flip this every time as well. So remember to close this. Then we have the Halloween stuff. We've got the maps, which we need to update in a moment. Christmas, other stuff. Here's all my mini blocks. A lot of mob heads. Passive mob heads. Boom. And so on. Got my little desk up here with a Nuka-Cola. Here's it's a good AFK spot if you want to run the farms that are underground. This is a nice place to do it. And it's raining. Typical. Then we have a little bedroom in the tower. Got my plushie up here. This is where some of my... Well, this is actually where I kept all the stuff that was going to go in the museum. That's all the trims that I got and I never used. That's where all my leftover totems are. Got some random armor in there. Here's my book that I submitted to the to the library. That's a Mass Effect reference. Yeah, I guess it's time to do the map. Okay, we are all done. Look at that. Wish these were a little bit closer, so I could just look at them side by side. Oh man. Here's the little clearing and the little tiny little bit of workstations and chests and stuff from when we first started. Then, what's this? 23 episodes in. This was about halfway through the season. But there we go. Episode... Go down. 37. Done. And then, just for the... Oh, I like how the ruins have come out. That's so cool. It looked really cool on the more zoomed in map. But just for comparison's sake, here's the map mod. I'm so proud of this base. I've never done anything quite to this detail, this scale before. And I'm really proud of how it's all ended up. Oh, it's going night again. I've got one more thing that I want to do. One final thing that needs doing. And I'm going to sleep. And we need to have a chat first before I do that. So. Okay, here we are. This is where we normally talk to camera. So, yeah, this is the sappy bit of the video. I'm sorry. This is my first time on an SMP. It's the first time playing with this many people. It was a daunting thing at the start of the season for me. I think I said it in that first video, but I'm not a very social person, and this was quite a challenge for me, especially early on. But I've made some friends, and I've really, really enjoyed my time here, and I'm just really grateful that these people invited me to join them in the first place. One of the only times I've felt comfortable in my skin in my life are when I've been around people that share a lot of my interests. So one is being at a Harry Potter convention and feeling extroverted for the first time in my life. Like I could just talk to people randomly that I don't know because we're just all there for the same thing. And the only other time I felt that was when I was at university with people on my course who we were there for the same thing, and it was just easy. And that's how I feel about being on this server with these awesome people. We're all on the same team. That's how I've been thinking about it. Is I got picked to be on the team, which is historically not something that I'm used to. I'm the last option, the consolation prize. Yeah, I'm just rambling. I don't know what else to say, but I'm really grateful that I got the chance to be here. I'm really grateful that I'm welcomed back for next season. I needed to say something at the end of this thing. Right, before I accidentally have an emotion, we've got one more thing to do. I actually need to prepare for it, so I'll be right back. Okay, I have done a thing which is very much not in keeping with the rest of my base, but yeah, here is what's going to happen to Chet. So, for some background, Chet used to be a chicken that got stuck in the nether, just hanging out by my portal. And at some point, I named him Chet, Steward of the Tunnel, because he was protecting my nether portal before we had the Nether Hub. And now there's not really a place for him in the Nether Hub because it's safe, supposedly, in there. So I left him in his timeout because at some point he found his way back into the overworld. And it's time to finally award him for his service. I brought extra leads, but there's one already here. Stupid. So here we go, chat. You're being promoted. Come on. In you go. Don't be like this. No, don't go that way. Come on. Yes. And then... boom. Thank you, Chet. Thank you for your service in no longer guarding my tunnel, but... right. So, why the hell have I made a mech for Chet? I have made a mech for Chet because he is going to guard my stuff and keep it safe for you if you want to come check out my base in the world download. So, enter chest. Boom. I guess I'll put... ooh, hold on. Left some stuff up here. Right. This is me as an armor stand. I will put all my gear on here. And then I will have a spare shulker with all my tools and weapons and stuff. And then... this is bugging me. That's not how I normally have that. And then... oh, I missed a bit. I am so sorry. So sorry, Chet. I also gave him a cape. There we go. Because Chet's a hero. Here's some extra tools and gubbins. Guess I don't need all these. I'm going to bring that horse over, though. That skeleton horse. Over to the stables. So this will be there. This has got some extra food in here. What else do we have? I'll deal with this all at a later date. Because I'm still going to go use up the last of my diamonds and try and win some more plushies. My plushies, my spare ones, I guess I'll leave those here as well. My shopping... this is an empty book. I might not leave that. This I will... I've been leaving notes for Chespy when I break his gambling machines. Beacon box. Yeah, the rest of my wallet. Have at it. My tools. There's some extra totems in there and shulkers if you want to make more shulkers. My rockets, I'll try and stock this up a little bit more before the end of the season. My redstone box, my path stuff. Low on birch leaves there. More path stuff. This is hedges and walls, sorry. More path stuff. Arrows box. Then here's my trolling people while they're streaming getup. Here's my I'm a crazy cat lady and I need salmon on me at all times just in case I find a cat stuff. Fork. Riptide trident for when it rains. Mace Windu. His hips don't lie. My smite axe. All my stuff. Have fun with it. I hope you get the world download and come and see some of the stuff in person because there's been some incredible stuff happening this season. And really, Chet, can't help himself. Yeah, people have done some incredible work this season. But if there's anything that I've missed, and someone from Lotus is watching, or someone who watches other Lotus members thinks I should have featured something, please leave a comment because I think it's worth going to check out all this stuff. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching me this season. Thanks for watching this video. I hope it was interesting seeing the whole server for once. And yeah, if you wouldn't mind helping me out, maybe you could hit like on the video. Maybe you can subscribe so you know when I'm doing season 4. I'm really excited. I've been planning builds, designing builds already for that one. But yeah, that's going to be it for me this time, guys. Thank you again so much for watching this season, this past year. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.